Hi, how are you? I'm not bad. Thanks again for asking. So I'm now 310.5 pounds, which is down 2.5 pounds from what I was last video, which was about 10 days ago. And that's exactly the rate that I'm going for at the moment. I usually round to the nearest pound, but seeing as how I'm 0.5 today, I didn't really want to push it in either direction. So anyway, I've been losing weight consistently now for almost 3 months. And if you had told me before New Year that I'd be doing this now, it would have amazed me. But strangely, I'm not that amazed. I'm just sort of feeling confident, I guess, that I'm on the right track. And that I'm getting most of the things that I need to get right, at least up to this point. So one of the most important things I'm getting right is that I'm much more patient this time than I have been in the past. I have a lot of weight to lose. It would be very easy to get discouraged and to give up. I would almost have to deny reality not to feel discouraged. And so that being the case, patience is not only helpful, it's absolutely essential. When I sketched out my original plan on New Year's, which I already described in my second video, I wanted to figure out how to maintain 165 pounds. And the difference between that and how much I need to maintain 310 pounds is my calorie deficit. So unlike a lot of diet programs where there's like a lose phase and a maintenance phase, basically I'm in maintenance phase from the word go. And that word maintain is critical. I'm going to stress again that 165 pounds is not my goal. It's just basically where I'm aiming because it happens to be the midpoint of the normal range for BMI. And the analogy I came up with for the difference between a goal and an aim is that, like, if you're firing a cannon, you aim it into the sky even though what you're trying to hit is on the ground. Anyway, I'm going to aim there until I'm about 25% body fat, at which point I'll be able to more accurately assess, what kind of musculature I can expect to have and where I want to be as a final goal as far as weight goes. And as far as goals go, I have some listed on my channel page, but really my singular focus are the numbers, or just that one number for tomorrow on my spreadsheet, and what I have to do today to get closer to that number, either losing or gaining. And I don't think about next week, I don't think about next month. All thoughts, whether they're positive hopes or negative fears, I just push them all away because they're not relevant. Speaking of the scale, I hear and see a lot of things on the net and on YouTube about not getting on the scale daily. I don't really understand the logic of that. I guess if it works for you, then great. There's plenty of studies in the field of psychology that say that more feedback leads to better performance, even if that feedback is of an incomplete nature, such as with the scale. It's incomplete because I'm not trying to lose weight per se, I'm trying to lose fat, but it is the most immediate measurement that I can take in between fat percentage measurements. And speaking of fat percentage, I am estimated to be 40% according to the US Navy's method of estimating. And that's using height, weight, neck, hips, or neck, waist, and with women hips. And the number is not that important. It's more I'm looking for the change in the number rather than like when I get closer to 20%, then it's more important to know the actual number. I do have those little electrical things on my scale, but it fluctuates so wildly throughout the day depending on how hydrated I am that I just found it too hard to get a constant reading on it, a good reading on it, so I just don't use them. Okay, anyway, back to patience. If I were to lose 5 pounds in a week, I would not be happy about that at all, and I'd probably order a pizza. My body's in homeostasis. It's always regulating the systems, always trying to bring them back to what is normal for them. And so if I am on an unsustainable diet and as a result my metabolism will slow, and no amount of exercise can prevent that. When I shift out of that unsustainable diet, because it is unsustainable, I will gain weight even if I'm eating normally. So, I'm not doing this for nothing. And so this time there's not going to be any starvation, there's not going to be any celebration of fast weight loss. I'm going to be patient and focus mainly on the quality of the calories rather than the quantity of the calories. I focus mainly on the sugars and starches when I need to, and I don't worry about it when I don't have to. So another problem that requires patience is skin, of course. I've seen a lot of things on the net about weight loss, about skin removal surgery. Most of it's promoted by the plastic surgery industry. There's plenty of horror stories to be found out there about people who've never been able to get rid of their excess skin. But the questions that I always have, and they never seem to be fully answered in the article that I'm reading or the video that I'm looking at, is specific answers to the questions of, like, how long did this person take to lose weight? How long have they maintained their weight loss? Did they build lean muscle mass? How much muscle mass did they build? All that kind of stuff. Every cell in our body replaces itself every 7 years. And the body is in efficiency mode. It's use it or lose it. I find it really hard to believe that this body would make unnecessary skin over a 7-year period. I guess I will find out, though. I am prepared to wait about 4 or 5 years before I make any decisions in that regard, and cross that bridge when I come to it. So every change that I make will be judged by whether or not I can sustain the change. How long the effects take as a result of a change are totally irrelevant. If I'm serious about the permanence of the change, then how long the effects take are really irrelevant. If I'm losing weight to be healthier than I am, then slow weight loss is better than fast weight loss. It's less stressful on the body, it's less stressful on the mind. If I'm losing weight to feel and look better, then slow weight loss is still better because I can maintain and build muscle mass. My skin can keep up with the changes, and so that my temperament stays even, because I am prone to depression. When it comes to looking better, I had an epiphany one time, and maybe you'll think it's stupid, but everyone who, no matter if they're skinny, fat, muscular, short, tall, whatever, everyone is attracted to some people. The Hollywood beautiful people over here are attractive to much more people, but not everybody. And the people with like facial disfigurements and stuff like that, they're attracted to much less, far fewer people, but still they're not nobody. So no matter where you are, what your situation is, you are attracted to some. And so, you can't tell yourself that you will be attractive, that you will have more confidence, that you will project your charisma, be more approachable at some point in the future when you already are attractive to some, as you always will be. And that concept, when I figured it out, it went a long way to helping me achieve the patience that I need. Because obviously patience isn't about wishing for something in some future point in time. I mean, it's easy for me to say I'm in a relationship, but when I met my boyfriend, I was overweight and he was normal weight. It still is. And so I still needed a basic level of confidence, or it never would have happened. And even though I am in a relationship, feeling more attractive is important because it will give me more confidence and more energy in all aspects, in both workplace and social situations. And frankly, it will make me a better lover too. So hopefully you got something out of that, and have a great week, everyone. I'll see you next time, probably next week. All right, have a good night. Bye.